Hello students, welcome to all the scholar classes. So today I will be taking the second part from class 8 science chapter 15, that is the some natural phenomena. Okay, so today we will be discussing on electroscope. Today's topic, the discussion is on electroscope. Okay, so if we talk about electroscope is what? It's a device. इससे thousands of devices होते हैं, हम लोग यूज करते हैं, अपने हाउस में भी यूज करते हैं, अपने ऑफिस में, अपने वर्क प्लेस पे या बहुत जगह। वैसे ही electroscope भी क्या है? It's a device. And which kind of device it is? It is a device which can detect whether any object is charged or not. कोई भी object है, any particular object you can take. Suppose I am taking this chalk as a object. Now the work of this device, that is the electroscope, is that it will check whether this chalk is charged or not. Okay, fine. So electroscope, you can say that is a device which detects whether an object is charged or not. Fine. So work of electroscope is to detect whether any particular object, any object you can take your body, it will detect whether your body is charged or not. Okay. So a simple electroscope, what is going to happen if you take a simple electroscope? It cannot determine the nature of charge. Charge का क्या nature है? That cannot be determined with a simple electroscope. A simple electroscope can't determine the nature of charge. Okay? So there are other kinds of electroscope. I will be telling you in top types of electroscope, which are they detect the charge. Right? So what happened basically in 1600 years? Okay, in the year 1600, there was a British physician. Okay, he was a physician, and that with British physician named William Gilbert. Okay, what was the name of that British physician? William Gilbert. He invented the first electroscope. Okay, and that electroscope was with a pivoted needle. Okay, so you can say that in 1600 year there was a British physician whose name was William Gilbert. Okay, the name was William Gilbert. He invented the first electroscope Okay, he was the first to, you can say, invent the electroscope, and that electroscope has got a pivoted needle, right? And after that, in 1787, a scientist came, Abraham. What was the name of the scientist? Abraham. Okay, what he did in 1787, he developed a gold leaf electroscope. Which electroscope he developed? He developed a gold leaf electroscope. Gold leaf electroscope. Okay. So this was about electroscope. It is a device which detects the charge of a body, whether an object is charged or not. And secondly, it is going to tell us the nature of charge. The advanced microscope, they started to tell us the nature of charge. Okay. So next we will see there are two types of electroscope. Okay, so electroscope types. There are two types of electroscope. The first one is a pit ball electroscope. Okay, pit ball electroscope. Fine. So pit ball electroscope was developed by a scientist called John Catter. And he developed it in the year 1754. Developed. Okay, in which year he developed it? In 1754. Okay, so this type of electroscope, it consists of one or two small light bulbs. Okay, so pith ball electroscope, it consists of one or two light bulb. Okay, small, you can say, consists of one or two small light bulbs are there. Fine. And they are very basically light in weight. These balls, they are very light in weight and they are not non-conductive substance. Means conduction do not take place. They are very light in weight and they are non-conductive substances. Fine. And the second type of electroscope was gold leaf electroscope. As I have already told you that Abraham, he has developed the gold leaf electroscope. Okay, so there are two types of electroscope. One is a pith ball electroscope and the other one is the gold leaf electroscope. Fine. So in a gold leaf electroscope, it was a bit sensitive than a pith ball electroscope. So these are two types of electroscope: pith ball electroscope, gold leaf electroscope. Fine. So next we are going to see, I will draw a diagram of electroscope and will explain you. Okay, so basically I am drawing it as a rough one and I will be showing you all the parts. So if you see here, this is a metal cap. Okay, it is a metal cap. Here comes the insulator. Insulation is provided here. Insulation. Okay. Insulation is here. Next, this is a conducting base. I have made it like a square. You can make it like a jar shape or any other thing. Okay. Okay, and this is the front of a glass front. Here there is a earthing terminal. Earthing terminal is here. Fine. So this is a metal cap and the earthing terminal is here. Fine. Here comes this one is a stem. Okay. Stem, and these two are the gold leaves. Okay, these are the gold leaves. I have already told you that this is a stem and it is having leaves, that is a gold leaves. Fine. So this was the diagram, and now I will be telling you about the structure of electroscope. The structure of electroscope. So for conduction of electroscope, what is used for conduction purpose? Mostly gold and silver are used. Fine. So gold and silver is mostly used for the conduction, that is here is a conducting base we use. So students, can you tell me or anybody can give me the reason why gold and silver are used for conduction? Why can't we use copper or aluminum or any other thing? The only reason why gold and silver are mostly used is that they are a good conductor of electricity. Okay. So for construction of electroscope, mostly what is used? Gold and silver are used because they are good conductor of heat. So here we are going to use either a gold or a silver. Okay. So for construction, mostly gold and silver are used. So sometimes in exams it is being asked that why for the construction of electroscope we use gold and silver. Why can't we use any other thing like aluminum, copper and all? So only the reason you have to give is that gold and silver are good conductors of heat. That's why they are used for the construction of electroscope. Fine. So now here if you will see, this is a glass jar. It's like a glass jar I have made, this one. Okay, in the structure you can see. This is a glass jar and it is having this vertical stem, or you can say this vertical brush rod or a stem is there in which gold leaves are being attached. Okay, so this rod is inserted into the jar through a cork. You can see here a cork is there through which this rod is being inserted. Okay, so the brass rod has a brass disc or horizontal rod attached to it. Fine. So and if you see from the other end, you can see that these gold leaves, two gold leaves are suspending here. Fine. So this was the structure of electroscope. You have seen the structure of electroscope. Next we will see how the working of electroscope takes place, how electroscope works. Okay, so we are going to see the working of electroscope. So let's see the working of electroscope. Okay, so if we talk about the principle on which the electroscope works, so there are basically four factors on which principle it is going to work. Okay, so working of electroscope is based on few principles which we are going to discuss. The first thing is the atomic structure of an element. Okay, so if you talk about the atomic structure of an element, what comes in your mind? अगर मैं आपसे atomic structure of an element की बात करूँ, तो what is going to come in your mind? What? Charge, whether it is a positive charge or negative charge, means the number of electrons, number of protons present in that element. Because all that plays a role is the number of electrons and protons present in a particular element. क्या है? जो मेन रोल है वो किसका है? उन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का रोल है, उन प्रोटॉन्स का रोल है जो किसी एलिमेंट में प्रेजेंट है. क्यों? क्योंकि ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं which is going to give them a negative charge और प्रोटॉन्स हैं which is going to give them a positive charge. तो ये जो चार्ज है किसी भी एलिमेंट में वो किसकी वजह से है? नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स की वजह से. ओके, सो the first principle on which the working of electroscope is based is on the atomic structure of an element. Atomic structure of an element. Okay, सबसे important चीज है. The first thing is the atomic structure of an element. किसी भी एलिमेंट का क्या एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर है, मींस उसके पास कितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, कितने नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स हैं, which is going to decide the charge present on that element. Okay, the second principle on which the electroscope is based is the charge induction. Okay, induction I have already told you in the part 1. If you will go, I have discussed about conduction and induction, how basically there is a transfer of a charge. Okay, so the second thing is charge induction. For induction, please refer the part 1 of a video. There is a clearly it has been explained about conduction and induction. Okay, so charge induction. The third very important principle on which electroscope is based is the internal structure of an element. Metal element, कोई metal element है, उसका internal structure कैसा है? How is its structure? On that basis also it is based. Okay, so internal structure of an metal element. Okay, and the next thing, that is the fourth principle on which it is based, is on the idea of the factor that which I have already discussed in the part 1, that like charges they repel each other. If there is a positive and positive, it is going to repel. If there is a negative and negative, it is again going to repel. But if one charge is positive and the other one is negative, it is going to attract. Okay, so on the basis of like and unlike charges. Okay, so if like charges are there, like positive and positive or negative and negative, there will be a repulsion. Okay, it will repel each other. Like charges repel. If there is a unlike charges, that is on one side there is a positive and the other side negative, they are going to attract. There is a attraction. Okay, so these four factors are there on which principle the working of electroscope is based. That is on the atomic structure of an element. किसी भी एलिमेंट का एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर क्या है? एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर मींस नंबर ऑफ ऑर्बिट्स हैं, उनके नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, आउटर सेल में कितने Then comes the charge induction, internal structure of an element, and on the basis of an idea that is like charges they repel each other and unlike charges they attract each other. Okay, so this is just 4 factors on which, or you can say there are 4 principles on which the working of an electroscope is based. Now what I am going to tell you that we will see that how bringing a positive rod and bringing a negative rod gives a change. Okay, electroscope के structure के बारे में हमने already discuss कर लिया. We have seen a structure that there is a glass rod on which the leaves, gold leaves are attached. So in this figure you can see these are 2 gold leaves. Okay, gold leaves. Okay, so when we bring a positive charge, okay, when the charge is positive, electrons in the metal of the electroscope are attracted to the charge and move upward of the leaf. Fine. So here in this figure you can see. अच्छा, first thing I would like to clear you that आपको एक चीज पता होगी, चार्ज में क्या मूव करता है? पॉजिटिव चार्ज मूव करता है? नो. क्या मूव करते हैं? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. हमेशा जब भी कोई भी बॉडी, कोई भी एलिमेंट चार्ज एक्वायर करेगा तो क्या मूव करेंगे? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मूव करेंगे. अगर वो टुवर्ड्स द बॉडी आए तो उनके पास इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ज्यादा हो जाएंगे, दे आर गोइंग टू गेट नेगेटिव चार्ज. अगर वो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स अवे गए तो जब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स निकले मींस नेगेटिव चार्ज निकला तो जो एलिमेंट है वो क्या गेन करेगा? पॉजिटिव चार्ज. तो उनके पास पॉजिटिव चार्ज आएंगे. ओके, अब यहाँ पे हम 2 केसेस लेते हैं. एक में हमने ग्लास रॉड को लिया है जो कि नेगेटिव चार्ज है, ये ग्लास रॉड है. And in the second case, we have taken a glass rod that is positively charged. Okay, so first we will see what is going to happen if we bring a positive charge and a negative charge rod to an electroscope. Okay, so now here you can see a glass rod which is carrying negative charge. What is going to happen when we bring in contact, okay, the negative charge glass rod? What is going to happen? The electrons in the metal of this electroscope, they will repel and they will move towards the leaf at the bottom. Okay, यहाँ से electrons आएंगे, negative charge आया, negative charge लिए, fine, negative, they are going to repel और electrons यहाँ से carry forward होंगे, electrons जब देंगे, so these electrons they will come to these gold leaves. Okay, and you can see there is a large number of electrons, that is a large number of negative charge here. क्योंकि electrons यहाँ glass rod से move किए और फटाफट कहाँ आ गए? gold leaves की तरफ आ गए और यहाँ पे negative charge बढ़ गया. लेकिन होगा क्या? जो 2 gold leaves हैं 1 and 2, दोनों में position, that is it will be now like this, it will relax. लीव्स अब रिलैक्स करेंगी क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हट गए, चार्जेस हट गए, और वो ऐसे जो रिपेल हुई थी वो अपने ओरिजिनल पोजीशन में ऐसे आ जाएंगे. So this was when a glass rod with negative charge is brought together. Okay? तो जब ग्लास रॉड जो कि नेगेटिव चार्ज था उसको ले आए, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का फ्लो हुआ लीव्स की तरफ, लीव्स में बहुत सारे नेगेटिव चार्ज गेन हुए क्योंकि बहुत सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आ गए, और एक तरह के चार्ज थे तो वो अपार्ट हो गया. ठीक है. अब सेकंड केस में क्या है, जब हम ऐसा ग्लास रॉड लेंगे दैट इज पॉजिटिव चार्ज. इन द सेकंड केस वी आर गोइंग टू टेक अ ग्लास रॉड व्हिच इज पॉजिटिव चार्ज. सो व्हेन the glass rod is a positive charge यहाँ पे तो negative charge था इसलिए ये travel कर गया electrons ने. But we know that positive charge never travels, only electrons they travels. तो अब ये positive charge तो जाएगा नहीं यहाँ पे, but यहाँ पे positive charge आएगा कैसे? तब आपके जो gold leaves हैं उसमें positive charge आएगा कैसे? Very simple. It is. Just listen carefully. So electrons that in the metal of the electroscope, that is on the leaves, they are attached and charged. These electrons, अब यहाँ से जो electrons हैं, they will start to move upward. Okay? और ये electrons ऊपर आके यहाँ पे बहुत सारे electrons collect हो जाएंगे. Fine? Positive charge, this positive charge is not going to move. बट इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे. ओके. और ये बहुत सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ पे मूव कर जाएंगे, यहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हट जाएंगे. अब जब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हटा मींस नेगेटिव चार्ज कम हुए तो गोल्ड लीफ क्या गेन करेगी? पॉजिटिव चार्ज. यहाँ पे बहुत सारे पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ जाएंगे इस लीफ पे भी और इस लीफ पे भी. अब अगेन पॉजिटिव एंड पॉजिटिव, सो ऑन दैट बेस आइडिया इट इज अगेन गोइंग टू रिपेल. So gold leaves they will again go apart because positive and positive charge is there, like charge is there. तो जो ऐसे gold leaves थी जब वो positive charge gain करती है तो वो again it is going to repel. Fine. So electrons have moved up and they have been collected there out of the leaves. They have left the gold leaves and they have moved up. Okay. So now what this is going to result, इस केस में क्या हुआ था? टेम्पररी नेगेटिव चार्ज गेन हुआ था गोल्ड लीव्स को. Now in this case a temporary positive charge is going to be gained on the gold leaves, and since both the leaves are having positive charge, that is a like charge, the leaves get separated. Okay. So this positive charge, this negative charge, in case one the positive and negative charge is just for a temporary basis. Okay. So as soon as this glass rod is being removed, the charge is being removed, the electrons they come back to their position, and these gold leaves they return to their original position, and these leaves which were apart they will relax. Simple सा phenomenon है और कुछ भी नहीं है. अगर आप नेगेटिव चार्ज लाते हो तो सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ट्रेवल कर जाएंगे गोल्ड लीव्स की तरफ. पॉजिटिव चार्ज लाते हो तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऊपर की तरफ ट्रेवल करेंगे. जब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इधर ट्रेवल करेंगे तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स चूंकि नेगेटिव चार्ज होते हैं यहाँ पे और नेगेटिव चार्जेस आ जाएंगे. एक तरह के चार्ज आएंगे, गोल्ड लीफ जो है कि एक्सपेंड करेगी, मींस दे गेट्स अपार्ट. और जब आप इसको हटा दोगे तो वो वापस से रिलैक्स करके अपने ओरिजिनल पोजीशन पे आ जाएगी. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? पॉजिटिव चार्ज है इसलिए यहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इधर की तरफ मूव करेंगे. जब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स यहाँ से हटेंगे ऊपर की तरफ कलेक्ट होंगे तो यहाँ पे गोल्ड लीव्स में एक टेम्पररी पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ जाएगा और दोनों लीव्स में फिर से पॉजिटिव चार्ज है. दोनों तरफ पॉजिटिव है मींस अलाइक चार्ज है, सेम तरह के चार्ज है. फिर से गोल्ड लीव्स गेट्स अपार्ट. लेकिन आप एज सून एज या तो नेगेटिव रॉड या पॉजिटिव रॉड को जो भी चार्ज आपने दिया था, जो भी कांटेक्ट में आप लाए थे उसको हटाते हो तो वापस से चार्ज ये हट जाएंगे, अपने अपनी ओरिजिनल पोजीशन पे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आ जाएंगे. और जो गोल्ड लीव बिकॉज ऑफ पॉजिटिव चार्ज, बिकॉज ऑफ नेगेटिव चार्ज जो अपार्ट हुए थे वो रिलैक्स हो जाएंगे. क्यों रिलैक्स हो जाएंगे? क्योंकि न्यूट्रल हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे गोल्ड लीव्स न्यूट्रल न्यूट्रल हो जाएंगे, तो वो रिलैक्स हो जाएंगे। ठीक है, तो दिस वाज बेसिकली द वर्किंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोस्कोप। यू हैव सीन दैट ओनली द कॉन्सेप्ट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इज दैट these electroscope, they are based on these four factors, force principle, and the other thing is that electrons only travel. So if you give a negative charge, electrons are going to travel down. If you give a positive glass rod, electrons are going to travel upward. Okay, so this was a simple phenomenon of electroscope which you can see, and you can see the working of electroscope. Next, we are going to discuss on the uses of electroscope. Okay, so let's see the use of electroscope. We have seen what is electroscope, how it is made, we have seen the working of it. Now we will see the use of electroscope. Fine. So this electroscope, the first very thing as you have seen in the working से आपको क्या पता चला? हमें इलेक्ट्रोस्कोप से सबसे जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है वो क्या पता चलती है कि जो ऑब्जेक्ट है, जो एलिमेंट है, वो चार्ज है या नहीं। कैसे पता चलता है? क्योंकि अगर ऑब्जेक्ट हमने जो लाया एक नेगेटिव चार्ज था, एक पॉजिटिव चार्ज था, वो चार्ज थे ऑब्जेक्ट, इस वजह से जो गोल्ड लीव्स थी वो क्या हुई? अपार्ट हुई। अगर हम कोई न्यूट्रल ऑब्जेक्ट लाए होते कांटेक्ट में जिसमें कोई चार्ज नहीं होता तो क्या होता? गोल्ड लीफ पे कुछ भी इफेक्ट नहीं होता। गोल्ड लीफ जैसे रिलैक्स पोजीशन में थी वैसे ही रहती। हम ये तो नहीं पता लगा सकते कि whether that glass rod was positive charge or negative, no, क्योंकि दोनों केस में अगर दोनों पॉजिटिव है तो भी रिपेल करेगा, नेगेटिव है तो भी रिपेल करेगा। लेकिन हमें ये पता चला कि हाँ, ग्लास रॉड जो थी वो चार्ज थी जिसके वजह से गोल्ड लीव्स अपार्ट हुई। अगर वो न्यूट्रल रहती तो क्या होता? गोल्ड लीव्स पे कोई इफेक्ट होता? नो, गोल्ड लीव्स अपने ओरिजिनल पोजीशन पे रहती, क्योंकि न्यूट्रल था, कोई चार्ज तो था ही नहीं, तो इफेक्ट कैसे होगा? ओके, तो जो यूज है इसका, सबसे पहला यूज है यही कि हम डिटेक्ट कर सकते हैं whether there is a charge or not. Okay, so for the detection of charge on a charge of an object, okay, yes or no हमें पता चलेगा कि हाँ चार्ज है या चार्ज नहीं है। okay, whether there is a charge or not. We cannot determine the type of a charge, but we can detect whether there is a charge or not. The second important thing in which there is a use of electroscope is that we get to know the nature of electric charge. Okay, nature of electric charge we can determine using an electroscope. Nature of electric charge. Okay, क्या नेचर है इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज का, हमें ये पता चलता है। And the third very important use is that we get to know the magnitude of two different charges can be compared using an electroscope. क्या मैग्नीट्यूड है, क्या फ्रीक्वेंसी है, कितना इफेक्ट है, हाई लो, वो हमें पता चलेगा। So the magnitude between, or you can say the magnitude of two different charges can be determined by using, yeah, you can say can be determined and compared. ओके, दो डिफरेंट उसमें आप कंपैरिजन कर सकते हो. सो यूजेस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोस्कोप, थ्री मेन यूजेस. द फर्स्ट इज द डिटेक्शन ऑफ चार्ज ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट. यू विल गेट an answer yes whether an object is charged or not. Secondly, you will get to know that the nature of electric charge. Thirdly, the magnitude of two different charges can be determined and compared. Okay, you can compare it, you can determine it. So this was the uses of electroscope. Just have a glance of it. So next we are going to see about earthing. What is earthing? Okay, so many of you must be knowing about it also. Earthing बहुत common है, अपने घरों में, अपने फ्रेंड्स रिलेटिव्स में सुने होंगे. अर्थिंग नहीं है, अर्थिंग वेरी कॉमन वर्ड इट इज. ओके, सो बिफोर अंडरस्टैंडिंग अर्थिंग, फर्स्ट वी शुड नो व्हाट इज व्हेन अ बॉडी इज कॉल्ड टू बी डिस्चार्ज्ड. ओके, कब हम बोलेंगे कि पर्टिकुलर बॉडी जो है कि या पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट डिस्चार्ज है, उसके अंदर डिस्चार्ज. एज द नेम सजेस्ट, व्हाट डज इट मीन्स? उसके अंदर कोई चार्ज नहीं है. आप बोलते हो ना आपका फोन डिस्चार्ज हो गया या कुछ भी, मतलब फोन में बैटरी नहीं है, चार्जिंग नहीं है. सिमिलरली डिस्चार्ज मीन्स कि अब उसके पास कोई चार्ज नहीं है, टोटली डिस्चार्ज. ओके, सो डिस्चार्ज, व्हेन वी विल से एन ऑब्जेक्ट इज अ डिस्चार्ज, व्हेन अ चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट लूजेस ऑल इट्स चार्ज. ओके, लूजेस इट्स चार्ज, इट इज सेड डिस्चार्ज. What is discharge? When a charged object, कोई object था जो पहले charged था, it was charged, but now it has lost all its charges, so it is called discharge. When a charged object loses all its charge, it is called discharge. Okay, when a charged object loses all its charge, it is called discharge. कोई charged object था जिसने अपने सारे चार्ज को लूज कर दिया, सारे चार्ज लूज हो गए, तो वो क्या हो जाएगा? वो डिस्चार्ज हो जाएगा. ठीक है, तो दिस इज अबाउट डिस्चार्जिंग. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज व्हाट? अर्थिंग. अर्थिंग की बात करते हैं. ठीक है, तो अर्थिंग की अगर बात करते हैं तो व्हाट इज द अर्थिंग? सो सिंपल डेफिनेशन ऑफ अर्थिंग इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसफरिंग ऑफ अ चार्ज फ्रॉम अ चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट टू द अर्थ. सिंपल सी बात है, एक चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट है. ओके, सपोज देयर इज अ चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट. Now what this charge object is going to transfer its charge. It is going to transfer its charge. किसको ट्रांसफर करेगा ये अपना चार्ज? ये चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट अपना ट्रांसफर करेगा चार्ज को किसको? अर्थ को. तो इसको क्या बोलेंगे? अर्थिंग. सिंपल. व्हाट इज अर्थिंग? कोई चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट है, उसने अपने सारे चार्ज को ट्रांसफर कर दिया अर्थ में, इट इज अर्थिंग. वेरी सिंपल. सो अ चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट ट्रांसफर्स इट्स चार्जेस, या यू कैन से द प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसफरिंग चार्ज फ्रॉम अ चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट टू द अर्थ इज कॉल्ड अर्थिंग. एक प्रोसेस है ये, अ प्रोसेस ऑफ ट्रांसफरिंग द चार्ज फ्रॉम द चार्ज ऑब्जेक्ट टू द अर्थ इज कॉल्ड earthing. Fine. Now what is the use of earthing? Why we provide earthing? अब आपने देखा होगा हमारे बिल्डिंग्स में, हमारे ऑफिसेज में, स्कूल्स में, हर जगह what is there? Earthing is being provided. Why earthing is being provided? So that कि कभी कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल शॉक हो, कभी कोई लीकेज हो तो क्या हो, इलेक्ट्रिक करंट का जो लीकेज है या फ्लो है वो अर्थ में चला जाए, जिससे कि कोई शॉक किसी को न लगे। ओके, सो अर्थिंग इज प्रोवाइडेड इन द बिल्डिंग टू प्रोटेक्ट अस फ्रॉम एनी इलेक्ट्रिकल शॉक। अर्थिंग से क्या होता है, प्रोटेक्ट अस फ्रॉम इलेक्ट्रिकल शॉक। ओके, अर्थिंग इसलिए दी जाती है कि हम किससे प्रोटेक्टेड रहे, कोई अर्थिंग कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल शॉक हुआ तो क्या होगा, हम प्रोटेक्ट रहे। अभी क्या अगर अर्थिंग नहीं दी हुई है, सपोज देयर इज अ लीकेज ऑफ एनी इलेक्ट्रिक करंट। ओके, सी हियर इज अ लीकेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट। So if earthing is given, all the charge will flow to the earth. But what will happen if there was no earthing? Okay, electric current will flow in human or in us body, and we will get a electric shock. अगर electric current earthing नहीं दी रहेगी तो जो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट का लीकेज हुआ था वो सारे इलेक्ट्रिक करंट हमारे बॉडी में आ जाएंगे और हमें क्या होगा, इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक लग जाएगा। इसीलिए अर्थिंग दी जाती है कि अगर कभी कोई हैपनिंग हो, कोई लीकेज हो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट का, तो सारे जो करंट है वो अर्थ में चले जाएं, ग्राउंड में चले जाएं, हमें कोई भी हार्म ना हो, वी आर बीइंग प्रोटेक्टेड। ओके, सो व्हेन वी गेट शॉक, if there is no earthing we can get some kind of shock, but if there is a earthing, all the current will flow in the earth instead of flowing in our body. So this was about earthing. Okay, earthing is very important concept because in the part 3 I will be discussing about lightning, in which this earthing is going to play an important role. So the concept of earthing should be very clear to you. There is only two things to understand. The first is that if a body is going to lose its all charges, it is called as discharge, and earthing is basically the flow of, or you can say the transfer of the charges from a charged object to the earth. Earth को सारे charge को transfer कर दिया जाता है। Okay, so this was all for today. We have discussed about electroscope. We have seen its structure, its working, its uses, and its types of electroscope. And we have seen what is working. So this was all for today. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please give a like button. And if you have not subscribed our channel on this yet, please do subscribe it. So whenever we upload videos, you get an update. You can also go in the Google Play and download our app. There you will find very interesting videos. PDF notes are there, and also MCQ questions are there. If you have any query related to our video or something extra you want to know, please do mail, or you can also call us. The email ID, phone number, everything is provided in our description.